Want to play some Scutarat?
Yeah, that sounds better as a game. I like that as a game.
All right.
Guitar rat.
Welcome to the Sativa Cross Board meeting.
Come on in. Nicky the Rat.
Nicky the Rat. Did you say
Ricky the rat,
Nicky the Rat?
Yeah, Nicky the Rat.
Nicky the Rat.
not Nikki. That
I
was
like
my-
it.
No.
A moment of silence for our friends and family that are not here and are still waiting. Okay. I don't have the treasury in front of me. I'll look it up in a few minutes. But we're trying to name the rat. Is that what we're trying to do now?
Yes.
There's a resolution on the board, on the floor, on the table, on the floor, or on the table to name the rat.
On the floor.
And Bear says,
I vote Nicky.
Nicky the rat,
Nicky the Rat.
Not Nikki.
Scutar rat,
Guitar rat. I like.
Rat Tari.
Ratari. That's the name. I like that one. Ratari.
Senator Rat Tari.
There it is.
Senator Ratari. That is good. Very good.
I'll go with retarded.
All right, we go with Rat Tari.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Reminds me of Atari.
I thought of it and said that earlier, so I guess I like it. I don't know if you heard it, but
Yeah.
it's a natural. You know, I could see. Yeah,
You should like it.
Scutarat. It sounds like a medicine too. Though. Ask your doctor if Scutarat.
No, it's rat. Say it
Yeah,
again.
yeah. The thing is, when you call it Senator Scutarat,
No, Senator Rats. What'd you say? Lefty?
Rat. What was it? I
Lefty,
forgot.
Say it
It
again.
ties it all together.
Senator Rat.
Rat-
Senator Rat
Tari.
Tari ties it all together.
Ratari. Yeah. I like
Ratari.
that. That's it.
That's it. That's good. That's perfect. I love that. Love it.
Yeah, that's not too close necessarily.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, it's good. It's
But,
got
you know.
a pitchy tune to it. So you told Jim about our friend Josh. You know, Lefty, not for nothing. You know, when these events, they look for sponsors. They look for people to pay.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk about that offline. So now that we're live, I don't even want to talk about it. So let's just
Okay,
move on from that.
so you're dismissing me. Okay.
No, I don't want to talk about that online. That's why it
Okay.
was
all right.
board only stuff, executive board only stuff.
Okay. All right. So the rat's got a name.
The
Where
rat's
does the
got
rat
a-
live? Rat lives with you, right?
I don't know how I'm going to get this on wheels. I got to figure out a way to get it on wheels and get a
Yep.
generator for it.
Go to Home Depot and get one of those compressors. Wait, I'll tell you what it's called.
It has a built-in compressor that's sewed into this. It's sewed into the rat.
Okay, wait.
Is Ratari the first or last name of this rat? It sounds like a last name. Ratari.
Why didn't that thing have batteries?
Senator Ratari. That would okay. Does
Okay, go to Home Depot, and the name of the company is DeWalt, and that's what you need to blow up the rat. Okay.
Yeah, they have a good one.
Yeah, I have one in my closet. Yeah.
Is it electric or battery powered?
Yeah, we need a super high charge battery that can run this
It
compressor.
does all of those things.
Like it can run a house if it had to.
Yes, it can. Trust me. I live with a surgeon. He's into, these tools and toys and what have you.
All right, we're looking for a better battery for the rat. That's what we're doing here.
the rat for Ratari? Come on, it's got a name now.
I'm sorry,
He's got a name. Yeah.
Senator
Let's not be
Ratari.
disrespectful.
State Senator Ratari.
That's Ari. Sounds like a game. Ever Atari?
Atari.
Atari.
This is Atari.
Oh, Atari.
Senator Rattari. And it's catchy too. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
Unfortunately for him, it is.
eh,
Catch it.
we
Wait
could
till we
send
read
him
the song.
we could send him a tray of cheese.
Wait till you hear the remix.
Remix.
Maybe his office will even say, no, I should be Ratteri,
Rattari.
because they call him Scuteri.
Ratari.
So
But-
Rattari. Okay, Rattari's fine.
No, no, but you see, I like not doing him the honor of getting his name correct.
Rattari.
Yeah, there's a Congressman Souder, Souder, congressman. We had quite a problem with him.
Yeah.
And when we had the Montel Williams and all that crap one day, there was also they wanted to pick on an office to go to, that was, bad about medical cannabis. But I was in charge of picking who it was. So I went to like 5 offices the time before. I was in Washington before that, like a couple of weeks before, a month before. And I went there saying there's 5 people in the running for the worst. And we're going to stop by somebody's office. And they would always give me somebody to talk to because none of these offices wanted to be the one. And I had it planned to be, I called him Souder, not Souder. I planned on it being him. I just wanted to get in the door of the others, and they all kissed my ass to not be bottom on that totem pole. But when I went in that time before, it was at the end of a not in session, and the chief of staff was there holding court with about 3 or 4 underlings, and I came in, and he kept correcting me. He kept saying, Souder, yeah, okay, whatever. And next time I called him Souder, whatever, And it was just sort of fun always doing it. And then this guy tried to be dismissed. This is like nothing to do with naming and anything, but he tried to be dismissive. When I was talking to him, he kind of looked down like that. He looked down. He didn't even look away like he was doing something. He looked down, and without hesitating, I squatted right down into his view, talking to him. And then I slowly stood up, and it was like he kept looking at me because he didn't know what would happen if he looked away. It's like I was a tractor beam just by looking at him, and he came right up. And then I was so pleased with myself, and I was trying not to laugh, that I took my leave and I said, hey, listen, if you're going to be doing what you're doing here, and for who you're doing it with, you need a thicker skin than that, man. You definitely got to get tougher than that. And then we were there weeks later. We went there.
Mm-hmm.
And while everybody crowded in the office and was outside, and there was like a lot of people, elbow to elbow in the office, and somebody actually said, come on, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. He's just working here. He's the mess, And to which I countered, no. He's the one that goes back and says, what the hell? They were ripping me apart. You don't want to go by. Yeah, they're pretty polite.
He's the messenger.
Yeah, I don't think they like you very much, but no, that's not how it works. They're the whipping boy. Or is that the one doing the whipping? I'm never quite sure about that.
The whipping post.
Yeah. But what is a whipping boy? Is the boy getting whipped?
No. It's the whipping. It's the whipper. The whipper would be the whipping boy, no?
Well, I'm going to go for a different
The whipped boy. No, I think I don't know.
Yeah.
I told you, I was just amazed when I actually saw a whipping post, and when I thought it was just a Greg Roman song.
Yeah.
And because that's how well cultured I am in this country.
Okay. I'm starting to feel better. Good cookie.
That's our government.
Well,
Our lovely government would do the whipping.
well, yeah, but my family wasn't here yet, so I didn't have that background, And I don't think I paid too much attention in school when I was there. I don't believe they talked. I can't say I don't believe they talked about it. Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't know, but I honest to God thought that was just an Allman Brothers song. And when I was walking through Lexington, Kentucky, and I actually saw it, I was like, oh my God. And I still to this day cannot believe for all that time, all my life, I thought it was a song. I didn't think it was for
Yeah.
real. I didn't.
Well, how'd the song sound after or after that?
I
Sort
couldn't
of-
listen to it afterwards.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
like, it's
Yeah.
kind of like Leonard Skinner. They do that song, What's Your Name? I hate them.
Yeah.
What's your name, little girl? You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you, fat boy.
That's what you know.
Yep.
Yeah. But that sometimes I feel like I'm tied to the whipping post. Sometimes it does feel like
Sometimes.
I can't get
song.
I can't get away from
Uh-huh.
certain shit, and then you turn and it's over there too.
Yeah, and it is a good song. Well, the Allman Brothers was a good band. But, the fact of the matter is they were a bunch of rednecks.
Yeah. I fell asleep during their concert one time only because they played third. And as good as they were,
I'm in a board meeting, but I have my face.
as good as they were, they just sort of stood there and played. They weren't there. There wasn't a lot of motion and stuff.
Wow.
I felt horrible. Fall asleep at it, but it was 3 hours of music before them.
Yeah, well, that'll make you sleepy.
And we had some beer. It was in the Spectrum. It wasn't hard to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Okay. So it's like hot as, what is it, 100 degrees outside today?
85, 84.
No, it's not 85. It's not like 95, maybe.
Well, I said it. I just saw it.
Right?
86.
It feels like 91 though. I hate that.
It's 95 up here.
Yeah. Well, I think the weather report's job is to tell us what the freaking thermometer says, not what it feels like when you go outside. Because I know exactly what it feels like when I go outside. It's my feelings. I feel it,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I feel like correcting them sometimes and say, 91 felt like it was 96.
Oh, I feel like it's 9,000.
Yeah.
I'm on the 6th floor. And if you go out on we have a very small balcony, but if you go out on that balcony, it feels like 1,000 degrees. Like you can really feel the full impact of climate change. I'm sorry, I'm boring you. Was I boring you with that tidbit of information?
Or it has front wheel pull, so I don't have to push it. Yeah, I did good today, man. I got some exercise.
Good.
Can't stop with the water though. Whee!
All right, we have to entertain youngins tonight. Youngins. My grandson Rocco, the one that you talk to, online here. You know what? He would be a good guest. He'd be a really good guest if you want to have a little bit of youth input.
Well, I assume he has opinions or something he could have an opinion on and say, "What do you guys think?"
He's very opinionated. He's
Yeah.
he's very smart. He's very opinionated.
Well,
he's,
you let him know once you've already hung out for a while.
Yeah,
just say, by the way, you're welcome to take part if you want to do that again.
Yeah, I told him.
Because
he said, "Yeah, do it."
Old as some of us may be,
yeah,
I think we all really, really like the opinion of somebody seeing things from a different mindset.
He explained to me. It was interesting. We were talking. I don't know how we got on this subject. We were just talking about perception, and I have a habit of saying, well, your perception is not my reality. That's my famous last word, line. So we were talking about, the upcoming election and who is out there, and we got on the topic of RFK, and Rocco gave me his perception. His perception is that everybody keeps bad mouthing this guy and saying he's horrible and he's this and he's that, because everybody in his family that has done anything in public office has died. And then there's a few that weren't in public office that have died. That's a fucked up family. So I thought about it like that night, and hear me out with this. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if that was my family member and they told me after their own father was assassinated and he lost a brother to an overdose and he lost cousins and he lost his uncle that was assassinated, a couple of people in plane crashes, all immediate family, I would probably tell him too, you know what, if you run for office, I'm going to tell everybody you're a fucking jerk off and not to vote for you. And that's exactly what they're doing. And that kind of makes perfect sense to me. But you don't think?
No, I missed part of it. I was really trying to connect the dots. I wasn't quite sure.
Okay. Because so much trauma and drama and tragedy has happened in that family. When he said to his family, I'm going to run, I'm going to do this, right? They all turned around and said, oh, no, this is just Rocco giving me, a different view. Oh, no, you're not, because we're not doing this again. Too many people have been killed in our family, killed, assassinated, accidents, it's the Kennedy curse. So I was thinking, this is what I was said before. I was thinking to myself later on, and I was thinking if that was one of my family members and, I had the same kind of trauma that happened to that family with so much stuff. I would probably say, like, if it was my brother, I would say, well, no, I'm telling everybody you're a fucking jerk off. If you run, I'm gonna badmouth you to the end so that you can't get in office and you don't have to put our family through this, because you'll die and you'll be fine. We're still here. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? Right?
Yeah, but I guess, I don't know. I get lost sometimes on we're going to badmouth you. And it's sort of like, I'm thinking, you mean with lies or the truth, or ambiguous, and you can make it seem like it's worse than it is, because, sometimes.
Jim, you're too deep.
I've badmouthed. I don't want I badmouthed Ted Kaczynski. The Unabomber.
Yes, but
Well,
he's not your family member.
I'm just saying that it's hard for me to have dividing lines. Like, and I hear what you're saying, and it does make sense. Except for that's when I don't multitask listening at the same time, and if I get stuck on bad mouth,
Mm-hmm.
It's like when somebody says, "Do you support the troops?" There's 100,000 troops. I'll bet you there's 50,000, not 50,000, 100,000. There's probably 50. I hope get killed. And I heard that one time from a version of it from Doug Stanhope, and then I thought, well, that sounded like me though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I have a hard time knowing there's always a third way to look at something, or even a fourth, But
there is.
I myself don't know that much of. I don't. I'm kind of linear when it comes to like the actual election process that's about to happen. It's sort of like, is one person gonna get votes that the other person would have got? Like Ralph Nader and
party. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, like when Ralph Nader ran, he got a lot of votes.
Okay, but we're not.
And George,
that's not even what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Take that out of the equation. Don't even think about that.
Okay, well, why would I even care? I mean, I don't know why.
You personally wouldn't care. He's not your brother, right?
No, I'm just saying, like in the whole
grand scheme of things.
Does he deserve all the bad mouthing he gets? I don't think somebody should ever be bad mouthed beyond, and the family certainly has had a history.
Tremendous history.
Yeah, see, like no other. But when we have that 45th president, I don't even say his name, with the hyperbole of the worst ever, no, there is a worst ever, and that may well be it. I mean, when it comes to politics and this.
Oh yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah,
Don't
just go with that.
I don't know. Anyway, so that I just threw that in. But
No.
yeah, he's smart and he's fun and he's funny and he fits with the vibe. And he's my grandson, so
Yeah, well, there you go.
I raised him well.
Sometimes people turn out to be more like their grandparents than their parents, like something skips a generation or the pendulum.
Yeah.
It takes a generational swing or something,
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of sort of did. Not totally, but kind of.
Oh my.
So okay, what else do we have on the agenda for this board meeting?
I want to be clear. Does Rattari have a first name? It's just Rattari. There's not going to be a.
It's Rat, and Tari is his last name. Don't you think?
Yeah, I like that. I'm thinking, yeah. Otherwise, it sounds like
and Tari for West.
yeah. Otherwise, it sounds like Jumanji or something. Rattari.
Yeah. We can't
like
give him too much
thing.
there.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lefty? Is that good? Rat is his first name and Tari's his last.
How about Rata? Rata as the first name, and then Tari as the last name.
People might miss that.
Nah. It's
Yeah,
not
that could be different.
Yeah, it's a bit of too many syllables too.
Yeah.
You want it to have 3 syllables, as in Sputari.
Yeah, it sounds like an Italian, antipasto or something.
Rata, Ari. Rata. So much fun.
Rat.
All right. I can come back on now. Hi. Wait, let me say hi. Hi.
So this week at Liquid, while I was working the switcher, they had one of the worship members. Her name is Joy Soprano. She's in a series called.
That was really nice what you put on up about her.
That's amazing. And this series is about a kid with one leg.
Mm-hmm.
They found an actor with one leg to play this person because the director has one leg.
Yeah.
And so this kid's from New Jersey as well as Joy. And it was really cool that they talked about disabilities and differently abled, not disabled, but differently abled, and different abilities. And then there's this girl that I see at church every week. Her name is Carly. Yeah, I'm going to play this for you. This is really cool. Hold on. Okay, this is Carly.
Beautiful friend Carly. She's my sister in Christ, beautiful young woman, part of our church family. She's 22 years old, and Carly was born with a type of muscular dystrophy called centronuclear myopathy. It is a genetic mutation that affected her at conception. It has caused profound disability in Carly's physical body. It affects all of her motor functions. And so most Sundays, you'll see Carly in a motorized wheelchair with a tube of oxygen to help her breathe clearly. It's hard for her to speak, but let me tell you something. She is the fastest typer and texter I have ever seen. She has like bionic thumbs. It's incredible. And she does it with acrylic nails on. It's amazing. She's a brilliant woman of God, razor sharp intellect, gifted writer. Anyway, over Christmas, Carly was hospitalized in excruciating pain, spent weeks and months in the hospital. And her mom and dad, Christina and Jerry, they are close friends. They're just amazing people. We sit right over here. We've prayed together. We've cried together. We have begged God to heal Carly. But Jesus hasn't healed her yet. The pain blockers gave her some temporary relief, and eventually Carly did get out of the hospital. And last week she said, Pastor Tim, I want to meet and give you something. I want to give you something special that will encourage you. And so we met in the Clean Water Cafe, and Carly had this metal box on her wheelchair, and she typed, guess what's in it? And she typed out that when she was in the hospital, she said, Jesus spoke to me. She said, I know God has a purpose for my pain. And I heard Jesus telling me, when you get out, I want you to make friendship bracelets, because she makes these friendship bracelets, to help give clean drinking water to thirsty kids in Zambia. And Carly then typed and told us how she started selling friendship bracelets. And it was so successful, she started selling lemonade. And she said, Pastor Tim, God helped me raise $2,000. And I want to donate this money to bring clean water to thirsty kids in Zambia. And she pushed that metal box forward, and I don't know what to say. I don't have a lot of words for that, except Carly, we see Jesus more clearly because of you. Can you give God a praise for the way he's putting his glory on display through his precious daughter, Carly? Guys, like that's what it looks like when God doesn't actually give you a miracle, you can be a miracle for someone else. Amen?
I didn't mean to cut that off. I should have kept playing it. Hold on. Let me get back to it.
She raised $2,000 to drill clean water wells in Zambia by selling lemonade. Is that right? Incredible. She embodies the joy of Jesus in the midst of a lot of adversity. You were actually getting pain blockers, weren't you, at the time? And she's like, the prayers and faith of this church gave her strength to use her life to serve others. Is that not incredible? Carly, we thank you. We see Jesus more clearly because of Carly. So proud of you. Carly, you inspire. I love you. Our whole church family loves you. God's glory is on display in your life. Don't miss this, guys. Carly gave her pain to God, and God gave purpose to her pain. This beautiful young woman of God in a wheelchair exudes the joy of Jesus, and she's changing lives on the other side of the world. So be encouraged. Those of you with a disability or special needs, when God doesn't give you a miracle, you can be a miracle for someone else. God's power is made perfect in your weakness. Remember, it's an upside down kingdom, Jesus says, where the weak are strong and they teach the rest of us what God's grace and mercy look like. Amen? Church.
Yeah, that's why we have that sign. Put the last.
That's nice. That's beautiful.
That's good stuff. So it's all about disabilities this week.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't see it online, but during the group huddle in the morning, before we go on, we have a huge group huddle with all the team members. And Joy and I sat together, and they prayed on all of us. That never happened before, because Pastor Tim said, Lefty, can you say a couple of words about what you do? I said, yeah, I fight for wheelchair accessibility. There's police stations without wheelchair access. I even brought up the cannabis dispensaries without wheelchair access, and that's what we fight for. And so that they brought me and Joy up together, and they prayed for us, and then that was really cool. So you won't see that online, but it happened. It was really nice, and they're really on top of stuff because they put those curb cutouts in, and I was very happy to see that. Because I saw a guy struggling with that this year. And 2 weeks after I saw the guy struggling, I was about to write my letter, and it was fixed. I was like, whoa, cool. Got to be persistent, though. You got to just stay on top of things. And we're going back to South Amboy with the rat, because we're going to be persistent. And we're going to turn up the heat a little bit in South Amboy. Because they don't care. They're not listening. So we're going to make them listen by putting up a huge rat. That day, it's not Ratari, though. It's going to be something else. His name is still Ratari, but I guess he would be...
You're going to change his name?
No, but he's going to have different signage for the police station.
Okay, what's it going to say?
I guess it would have to say... disability rights or human rights.
I like that. That's nice. Yeah.
And then something about the wheelchair access to the police station.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you could connect it. I mean, as it is, sounds good to me. You know, I don't see a terrible downside. I did want to say that what I liked about what you showed, you know, outside my own belief system, I love the positive energy everybody was putting out. You know, it's I don't know, that was a good feel. You know, really. Um, I take things almost like on a metaphorical basis sometime if I because I want to feel that positive energy. You know. So when you're doing your stuff with the rat, you can do that and have positive energy rather than you want to make sure the perception it has to do with a strongly positive thing. And a lot of that will have to do with like your sign, you know, somebody knowing kind of what you're doing. And that's something like we can be of help, you know, just trying to think and envision it, you know. And it's going to be interesting. I like how that motivated you to do what you're going to do. See, that's like two totally different things in the world, but both need that positive energy. I don't know.
Lefty's been pretty positive this week, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I've been watching his posts. They've been good. They've been on that same vibe.
I can see myself just like you can. I wonder why I went, like that was odd. Because I don't think it was. But I watch myself do it, and I'm like, what do you think it's odd? You don't. Oh wait, that's me.
I'm trying real hard not to get
Come
face.
on. He already was feeling shunned this week. So I told him we all love him. We all love Lefty. We do. We love you.
Thank you.
Never feel shunned.
I love you guys too.
You are embraced by all of us.
And you know, sometimes
I would adopt you.
I really like sometimes in retrospect or after it's up, posting something on Facebook. And when I was talking about you and Mikey and how you explore the edge, you know, you know, you don't know where the edge is until you go there, but then you got to have a certain amount of wisdom to know that was the edge as opposed to defending.
Kind of like Indiana Jones, right? In that movie.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of that. Not because I didn't want to see Indiana Jones, but
he's in the dark, and he has to get to the other side of this mountain, but he can't see. But he takes a step, and he could fall. He could fall right down, but he takes that step, and he ends up on another ledge, which was good. That's where he wanted to be. But he didn't know whether that was going to happen or not.
Yeah. But, well, you know, it's...
I don't know what that happened.
It's over the years, I've developed a disdain for self-fulfilling prophecies, which is, that's never going to happen as an answer to why somebody doesn't make an effort. And the reason it doesn't happen is everybody thinks it's not going to happen, so nobody tries. But then that's when I use them in tandem, Bongholio and El Rampant or Lefty and Mikey, depending whatever persona is actually showing up. You know, you do that so we don't have to. Mm-hmm. You know, and we get the benefit of the result without any of the risk.
Yeah.
You know,
because we're old, and he recognizes that.
Yeah, but that's the key. You got to be able to recognize it. So, like, I don't know. It's really interesting to watch too. I mean, I can live vicariously through things you do because, you know, I've gone to the edge a couple of times, and there's something really special about doing it. You know, and it not even to the, you know, I'll show you. It's not even like that.
No, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing watching you morph into this. El Rampador or whatever your character is of the day.
But
you make a statement. You make a statement that we have attempted to make in the past.
Well, take a look at Carly. She's not going to fight for these things. She's just lucky to be living, having a good day, breathing. being able to eat, whatever it is. She doesn't have time to do this stuff, but I have time. But
Right.
Carly's who I'm fighting for. People like Carly.
So I heard you before because I had everything, shut off, but you were talking about having guests on the board meeting. No, that's not a good idea.
Oh, we do allow guests, but we should probably invite a few people.
No, go ahead.
I don't know.
I'm opposed to that. You could have guests if it's pertinent to what the agenda is for the meeting, which we probably should have an agenda beforehand. Who's secretary? You, Lefty?
Well, yeah, I guess so for now.
Okay.
I'm sorry for laughing.
We don't have a secretary. Honeybee was our secretary, and she couldn't do it.
Okay.
Well, the president's not worth a shit. You can't expect nothing out of him.
Okay, so we need an agenda every week. So let's start with nominations. Okay. So figure out who you want to nominate. That's all.
I have the page. I have the page up. I have to go look at it. It's on Google Docs. We all share it.
Okay.
I think you should have a copy.
No, I don't.
Let's see.
And then how long do you hold your positions for? Like, do all that stuff. That takes up board meeting time,
Sue, what's
An
your
officer can sit.
Yeah.
Can be an officer for 2 years, 6 months, 3 days, whatever,
Sue? What's your email?
It's Sasha Rose, SASHA, ROSC.
I got it. Got it.
You got it at Gmail.
Okay, you should have it in your email.
Okay.
And I'll share it here so we can see it.
Okay.
What's today? July 30th.
July 30th.
Let me check. Let me check our account because we just bought the rat.
Right. Oh, you got to buy a compressor.
No, we have a compressor. We need a very strong battery to run this thing.
Okay, so go to Home Depot, and that's the
DeWalt, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I doing? Oh yeah, checking our balance here. Whoops.
Jim fell out. Where'd he go?
Yeah, we have 371.44. I believe there's more coming. I believe we're getting more money from Facebook.
Okay.
Maybe 100. Yeah, the rat brought us down. Oh, Jim got kicked off because he had a brief power outage, he says.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. Okay. All right. So, yeah, the same amount of money.
So how about if we did another kind of fundraiser? What could we do? That could be like new business, okay? For next week's meeting, new business, come up with some ideas for a fundraiser. Because I have some.
Well, we're going to have the dispensary opening up in a few weeks.
Will they let you do a fundraiser there?
So we could do something there. We could do
You got
art.
to ask them though.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
We could do art we could put up a tent, do some art outside. We can do what's it? A raffle. Oh, I have to get permission to do a raffle from the state. I have to do that. I haven't done that. My tax guy was supposed to help me with that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna talk to him about that. Because
Okay.
raffles would be good.
What about this? I have a whole gallery full of pictures, when I was doing my photography. So I still have that photography business. It's on what's called Fine Art of America. So if you go on there, and the reason why I liked it was I could just put after I edited my pictures and did whatever I needed to do, I no longer had to print them out myself and frame them and mat them and ship them out. They did it for me. So you could literally, if you wanted to, do you have like a PayPal or Venmo for Sativa Cross?
I don't think Sativa Cross will ever use PayPal again.
Yeah, I won't either.
They stole $3,000 from us
They did the same thing to me.
from our nonprofit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
so
And then they ignore you.
They can go home.
Okay, so we could do something like that, just because I don't care, and I have some great pictures. There's, I think, 3,000 of them that I have on there, and they'll do all the work. That's the beauty of it. Or what else can we do? Sit outside of like the store, right? That we can do because it's nonprofit, so it's not selling raffles. We can just collect donations.
Jim, if you can hear me, your microphone and camera. There it is. There he is.
There you are.
We had a power outage. I texted you when something like that happens.
I saw it.
Yeah, it just stopped. And there's a certain restarting process, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did I miss?
We were talking about raising money, like having so we have if we have an agenda for like next week's meeting. Okay, so we could say we want to talk about fundraising. Okay, so we can table it for next week and then discuss different ideas. This way we have running things going on.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll get a little bit more attention from the rest of the members.
You taking donations?
Well, yeah, that would be a little more orderly,
I mean, even if
with CMMJ, it's monthly meetings. It runs things along. Because it's a month's worth of stuff. Everything's in flux. So that might make things smoother. Nothing get.
I keep asking for it. I'm going to ask him again.
I like the one that they had up with the Mad Hatter and the one that they had in there.
The Mad Hatter logo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I could get that, I could take that and have it made into stickers.
Yeah, he needs to make stickers. We have lighters. We still have boxes of lighters that if we took donations for $10 a lighter, even $5 a lighter.
Yeah, I would think $5 is,
$5 a lighter.
Yeah.
At least.
I haven't spent money in so long. I'm not really sure what things are worth anymore.
Would that be considered selling?
No, it's a donation. If you say donation, that means you can just grab it and walk away if you want. Okay. Cops will do that. Cops will do that shit. They're trying to catch you. Can I just take one? Yeah, you can have it. That's
You
what cops do. It's been done before.
You know, the most common thing we used to get tabling with CMMMJ like 20 years ago was, oh, got any samples? You know, and of course, while it was kind of funny, you know, it's like a serious issue, and I always had a problem with that. But now we could have samples. It's legal. Somebody, you got any samples? Hell yeah, here.
Lefty,
Son.
when we went to the CB Expo in the city, those were all samples that, you know, but they just left them out. And I said to them, you know, Lefty took his ears off. Okay, can you hear me now? When we went to the expo, all those things we took, right? All those businesses just put them out.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We could do something like that. In different places, you know, I'm in Bergen County. I could do it up here. You know, wherever you are, you could, you know, we do it from wherever we are.
I think we're gonna have. I think we'll have a lot of fundraising at Mad Hatter once they get going.
Okay, good.
That's going to be a good place for us because we can have displays of our stuff, of our brochures.
Okay.
I guess we can have a donation box
That would be good.
for the $5 lighters or for whatever.
Yeah, that would be fine. It's not a bad idea. Jim, you're on mute.
Maybe CMMMJ could donate to Sativa across a whole bunch of.
No, I have a whole bunch of them. No,
ha-
I have them.
Have a whole bunch of what?
What, those keychain things?
Well, yeah, I mean, just something that's like.
I have 200 of them from Ken.
Yeah,
Nobody
but
wants them.
yeah, but. Okay.
Really? What do they say on them?
Nothing. Here, I'll get one. I'll show you what it looks like.
I mean, yeah. They're just
The one-
sitting there.
The stuff we give away. I was talking about.
This is what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. They come in different colors.
Oh, those. I love those.
Yeah, but not everybody does. So, you know, they're all right. I guess
You'll
I
have to-
can buy them.
You have to cut that.
Yeah, I know. So there's different colors, and there's all the different colors. So we could do these because I left them downstairs in the lobby and nobody took them.
Yeah, we put them out at the podcast or last one. It was just really kind of fun because we were giving them away though. I mean, that was just come on over. No, you can't take one. Somebody's going to see it and go,
Thank
I
you.
want one. You know, you want?
Yeah,
Oh,
take
weird.
a picture.
I was like, yeah, well, take. You know,
Right.
take at least a half a dozen or more. And no, seriously, don't offend me. Take them. Okay. I don't know.
So there's probably, I think Ken told me there was 200 of them here.
No, geez, it must. I don't know how many thousands and thousands and thousands.
Are those from Pete?
Yeah,
Wow. There was a whole truckload of those. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can give away pipes, right? We can
Yes,
give away
you can.
pipes and bongs and
Yeah.
papers. Yeah, pipes.
And
How
they're
much?
really, they're really cheap.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's not like they cost a lot of money.
Oh, here's something Mad Hatter wants to do
What?
that's going to help the podcast. Show us your bong. Show us a picture of your bong. Show us a video of your bong. Let me see your bong, and if you have the best bong, you come in for a 10% discount. Stuff like that they want to do. That'll help promote the podcast. It'll promote the store.
Okay.
What else do they want to do? They're crazy. They want to do crazy stuff. So sure,
Whatever.
send in your weed. Send in your favorite strain. What you're smoking.
No, I like it. I'm not sending anything in.
Yeah, really. You're
Yeah.
gonna give it to a dispensary.
Yeah.
You
No,
send in-
I do like that.
Kind of
If it's,
defeating the purpose.
now, if it's like you're saying, send it to us, like for us, I'm thinking, hell yeah.
no, a picture.
Oh, only a picture. Okay. I've
Send a picture,
thousands of pictures.
and we'll show it. If you win, you get 10% discount.
Okay.
How you win that one is if you're smoking a strain from Mad Hatter. Then you'll win. That's
How do
smart.
you know?
Got to think ahead.
How do you know?
I
I know
think
where it's from. So you have to literally stand in their dispensary and smoke it, because how would anyone know where it's? And even that, you know what? And even with photoshopping, anybody can do anything they want.
I know Mad Hatter's going to be using Verano, one of their vendors,
Mm-hmm.
because they have to use New Jersey vendors. So Verano, and they're meeting with other people too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, fun stuff going on in the cannabis industry. I said, can I be one of your purveyors? I'd like to purvey weed for you. Be the weed monger.
You and Ratari.
yeah.
I'll be the tester. Give it to me. I'll test it. Just give me live rosin though. Test nothing else. I'll test all your live rosin.
You could sell pictures of Ratari with like a little bong in his mouth or something. You know,
Oh,
that would be like really cool. Like really cool postcards for 420. You know,
let me see if I can get this Ratari picture to you.
Ratari. We named the
Oh,
rat. That's what we accomplished at this meeting.
Hey, this is
That's
big,
gotta
you know? Yeah. One day you'd be looking back and say, yeah, I remember when we named him.
Yeah, remember Ratari? He was a nice guy.
Senator Rattari.
I think sending a nice platter of cheese would be next.
Wow.
Don't you think?
I'm
Where's
sorry.
the picture? I don't see any picture.
I'm working on it.
But really, put the rat outside and then have cheese delivered. Right?
Yeah.
Or
I
rat.
I like it.
Yeah.
You got to get the combined manpower of the cannabis consumer people.
Community.
Yeah. I'm pretty on it.
Or you could send a box of rat traps. Rescue a rat day. There's all kinds of like events we could have with that rat. Now that he has a name, it could be Ratari Day.
Yeah, like if every now and then if there's any kind of possible tongue-in-cheek backstory, you know, with Rattari. You know, he used to be patients' friends, you know, and then they wondered where he went, and he circled around and came up behind him, you know, and you know, he's like, "You dirty rat! It's been you all along." It was like Barzini all along in the Godfather, you know. There's Rattari all along.
Ratari.
Yeah, we used to think it was maybe the governor, and then we thought maybe it might have been George Norcross when it was Rattari all along.
Damn Ratari.
I like getting it into my vernacular, so it'll
We
flow.
could make bumper stickers
Rattari. I've seen Rattari. It's not a pretty
Or
sight.
have you seen Rattari? And then with the picture of the rat, right? We can make like a little bumper sticker like that, or build little like poster things like, have you seen this child? Have you seen this rat? Aren't you guys glad I'm as stupid as you are?
Buddy. All right, let's see if I can share this now.
Okay.
I put it on Facebook, so here. Let's look at it here.
You look like how they're doing the pictures of Harris and they have the cat in the front. That's what it looks like. That's good. I like that picture. That's awesome.
It's just when I see that, I don't know how it would how you could manifest it. But in a picture, it would have one of them word bubbles coming out of that mouth. I mean, it looks like the rat is exclaiming something. And what would Rattari be exclaiming? And how do you get that like on a big white balloon? I don't know.
Bubbles.
Yeah, right. The bubbly thing,
Rattari to the rescue.
Wait a second. Could you put a huge joint in that hand right into that rat's mouth from that view? It looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, but that would make him look cool. We can't do that.
He looks good just like that, and I love that picture. Go back to that picture. The other one, that one. I love that. Yeah. Send me that picture. I love that picture.
It's in a
I'm
process.
I'm going to put it in my gallery.
Huh?
Rattari. Rattari.
That could be. We could really have a documentary on Rattari.
It just sounds so good.
A little movie, little trailer for the movie.
Yeah,
sounds like
Rattari.
I feel like I've known him longer than a couple minutes.
Yeah, Bear has some stuff we're going to make to put a joint in his mouth.
Well, there's options. Yeah, there's a lot of options. I mean, you could, but how do you make that work against him?
Yeah, I know. We're just having fun.
Oh, I like. I'm already. How many characters can you get a really good snarky remark coming at it? It's all about. Because the signs are important, like you said, it represents whatever it represents. And
does Rattari have nails?
Yeah.
Let's see. Bring that.
He's got a tail.
Oh yeah, he does. So he could be there's a new color out, and it's called black pink. So you see his nails are black.
Yeah.
So he could actually be a model for that. Can't see it in this one, but that one you can see. You got to get a better picture, and we can do a whole nail polish line called Rattari nails. Does he have eyelashes?
No, he's got really weird looking eyes.
Bring that close up back up.
You can't see his eyes.
I love his colors. Oh yeah, you can't see his eyes.
Yeah, his eyes are way up there.
Yeah, could put a little diamond in his tooth.
Give him a gold tooth,
Right? What else could we? He could model handbags. He could give him a Louis Vuitton bag to carry.
I'm just trying to think of the actual physical structure of if it's going to have a sign. I'm trying to picture that with what size sign, how would it be? I mean, you don't want to block him out with a sign. I'm looking, it's like.
No, just in his hands.
Yeah.
Right? Could put it right in his hands so that it's below him.
right in his hands.
Can you show me that front view again? Turn to the front, please. I got to get my mug shots. You know, I've been wanting my mug shots since '98.
So what? You want Rotary to hold a sign that says, "Have you seen this?"
No, I
Missing since
no.
1998.
I was thinking I wanted to see like his hands is one farther out than the other. One's a little higher than the other.
I think you can see from the other picture. Go back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Turn to the side, please. I feel like he should be holding up. Yeah.
Yeah. So see the
It does look like he could.
his left hand is higher.
It looks like he's holding
I just
something though. So it's a good position. You're right because it.
Well, he's being a ref.
Yeah, but he could have like it seems like a sign that would be the cut size that I generally use. I combine them at times, but if it was on its side, it could attach in his hands and a little beyond, like it would be.
Yeah.
You know, and then you could fit two easy, nice lines, and you know, there's a lot you can't say, but when you can get a bullet point out there, you know, that would go. And if you're going to do that, there's always supportive signs. Other signs would relate. You know, it doesn't all have to be his, but it's there's going to be a way to do that. Yeah, how would I get it? I want to.
You want to hang out with Rotary, right?
Yeah. Well, I can. Yeah, I can picture. It's not like holding it so the sign is going down.
But Jim, you could stand next to him, right? You could
Oh,
stand next to Rotary.
Yeah. But
and we could do like a whole photo shoot.
Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. See the right hand is lower, so any sign could have the perfect amount cut out of it there and not interfere with the sign, where his hand's actually sticking through part of the sign to put the top of the sign in his other hand, which could just be hung around or rubber banded around. I mean, oh look, he's not really holding. You know, this is Rotary. But if the sign could at least then, and then it also being too would have a little rounding effect. You know, it would look like he's holding that thing like that. I can see. I thrive on this shit. I'm on it. But I need also you need to measure the distance between the middle of each hand.
Hands, yeah.
Yeah, and then somehow give me a vertical distance. So it looks like, you know.
So you can make a good sign, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got to be, he's big enough so to be visible.
Oh yeah.
To like, you know.
Yeah, we're only taking out, and the beauty is you'll see both hands. It'll look like one will be up in the upper hand because it has a grasping sort of thing. That'll be pretty easy to attach, and you know.
So Lefty, what do you want Rotary to say?
Yeah, you got to like come up with multiple things and then pick the best one out.
At the State House, it should talk about. Well, it's not going to be very positive at the State House because he's hurting.
Yeah, well, yeah, the rat Tari actually would be making a statement we're quite against because he's the rat.
Yeah.
You know.
No home grow.
Yeah.
No home grow for.
Yeah. It's like
Senator Rattari says no home grow for. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you
can't. Disabled.
Can't rush this. Don't worry. That's
a lot of words.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at
Jim will do a jingle.
Signs I have because there's a certain number of characters. So each space is a character. You love the letter I, and you don't mind stuff like in rat. See, because it's like that. But the T then doesn't have. You know, I think in terms of. I used to say what I'm really proud of is
do the graphics.
Unlike many people's signs, my letters don't gather to the right on the sign, you know, because all of a sudden you start putting them in closer.
Running out of space, yeah.
Yeah, so I mock everything out on an old piece of paper, whatever, you know.
Okay.
And I write it out quick and then I count it. Project. But my downfall is I end up misspelling shit, you know. I'm so careful to place it out and and I just patch it up. It's a sign.
Mhm.
So yeah, I can so many characters uh, that you'd kind of like to get it in, but I'm surprised. I mean, the I don't know how many inches of wide it is. 20 probably.
You have to go see the rat in person.
Yeah.
You,
Oh,
you and Ratari need to do
I
lunch.
will, but just to
Yeah,
get it
go do
right.
lunch with Ratari one day
I need
and
to
you can measure him.
I need the dimensions.
Yeah.
I need that though, so I have sort of an idea, and I do need to like be able to go. And the thing is, with the sign, that can just easily get knifed out and then reinforced with box clear tape and all that.
And then you just put it somewhere. Everybody froze. Everybody screamed, "Oh no!"
Jim
That
had
people-
Jim had
Yeah.
another power outage.
again. Yeah.
There he goes.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You were frozen.
Oh no, not frozen. Yeah, I'm having fun.
I gotta find out where these kids are.
Twisting up a
Let me
fatty.
go put these back. What do you want me to do with these? Just hold on to them until we figure it out?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So they'll be on the agenda. Okay.
Yeah,
200 keychains on the agenda.
yeah. Got something on the agenda, and we need more.
Twisting up a fatty here.
I'm just loving the pose of Ratari. It's in other words, it's not like arms right against the body like that. It's got that
That ratty kind of.
yeah. The only one I've ever seen was the Union one, and
That is the Union rat.
yeah, but it didn't look. Maybe it's because
It's
It
the
never-
colors.
it was never the colors, but it was also never holding a sign. It's just a rat, and they had the signs.
Yeah, they always have the
Oh yeah, they're
always there.
signs.
Yeah, because that's how the rat was. Standing.
Yeah. So I think you a bit more personalizing it, and the
Right.
rat has a name, not just the
You
Union.
make, you know
rat.
what? Could make T-shirts called Ratari.
Could. Yeah,
Right?
and then you could special favors to somebody whenever you go somewhere, like you're going and there's like a landmark,
And they want to borrow the rat.
yeah. No, you wear that T-shirt somewhere, like in front of the freaking Eiffel Tower. Or what I did for Sam and Jay is I tried to do it way back in the day. We took a cruise, so like when we went under the George Washington Bridge, I was wearing it and had a good picture. Huh.
All right, so Lefty, being that you're the secretary, so jot down the notes. So next week's meeting falls on what day? Do we know? 7 days from today. 30 days, that's okay, 31.
Uh, 371.44. That's the thing.
Yeah, because I got to go out soon. Find where my kids are.
Okay. I just added Senator Ratari as the name of the rat. And what else am I adding?
Okay, so that's old business is we decided on the rat's name. And then do new business will be what? It's our new business.
It's just like when
Future events with the rat, with Ratari.
Ratari.
Yeah.
It's somehow Senator Ratari. I mean, he's not your normal rat.
No, I know he's important.
Yeah. So he has to be identified with that. So he's just Ratari. Yeah, it has the word rat in it. He's a rat, so right away they know that's a Ratari. But the connection, like somehow, but then saying Senator Rattari, it's almost that's Rattari who also is a senator. I don't know, I don't know how to view him. Senator Rattari?
Huh? So was this meeting? What was this meeting going?
The Honorable.
Oh, you know what you could put on for new business too? We need a slogan. Because with the slogan, right, then we can do something with the slogan.
Yeah.
It has to do with Rattari. Okay. And Jim, come on, you're.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things. It can't be summoned. It just sort of happens when I'm thinking about it. Usually when I'm in the shower, I don't know what it is. The morning shower, wake up with water on my head, and I can solve any problem.
Okay.
I should just go take a shower and come right back. And
yeah, why don't you do that?
I'd have the answer.
Then by tomorrow night, we may have an idea.
Yeah, but
there's enough rats.
How does
what?
He's Senator Rattari. He's not an ordinary rat like union rats. It's a union thing. And,
right.
Yeah, you get that. But this isn't a union thing. This is a political thing. It's Senator Rattari.
Mm-hmm.
But
sleep on it.
It's sort of like, how can I say?
You got to sleep on it. Jim.
How do you address that? It won't be like, "Hi, I'm Senator Rattari." It's the other signs that go with it. He has to be known to a rat for a senator who would have thunk. A little sign like that. I don't know.
Sleep on it. You'll come up with something.
Yeah.
You have a whole week.
Yeah, I like the idea of determining how many characters for that main sign.
You can do that.
Well, Lefty's got to do the measuring.
Yeah. All right. So Lefty, you have to measure for the signage.
Middle of hand.
Do the slogan, and I'm just gonna sit here and be silly. I'll just get the guests. We should invite. Who could we invite that this would make an impression on? I have to think. I got to think on that one.
Yeah.
We could invite the rat as a guest speaker. That would be really fun to do. Okay, we could have a guest speaker, and we could have Rattari too. And one of you guys could stand behind the rat and do the voice. Lefty, what are you doing? You got to pay attention over here.
Sorry, I'm rolling a joint.
I'm just looking at Rattari. I wrote it down. It looks good.
All right.
Rattari. Ratari. Senator Rattari. Let me see it.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly good. We have mystery blunt roach here. Mystery blunt roach, light it up. Mystery blunt roach.
Mystery blunt roach. I happen to have a mystery roach. It's not a blunt. I'll bite,
So Disability Awareness Month was pretty good. I know they had a meeting at the White House today or yesterday with a bunch of disability activists and advocates.
All right. I got to go.
Good meeting.
Very good meeting.
Yeah. We have
All in favor?
we have old
Closing the
business.
meeting? Say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Talk tomorrow.
Okay, see you all Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
it this Wednesday.
Peace out. That's how we do it. We do peace out now.
Peace out, retarded.
Peace out.
Bring in the boss one, I'm gonna get mine. Go do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't tell me how you're off and down. When you're smiling in my face, but you play me like a clown. It's your fool, bitch. So just step back. I'm a mad dad when I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. For what people stay, they sway. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises all the time. Don't cross the line, but you know it's right. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll.
Double five, get something in your rear. 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 Double five, get something in your rear.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? 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 Ha!
See ya.